Imagine a world where Apple barely exists and Samsung is a small player. The undisputed king of tech, controlling over 40% of the most revolutionary device ever invented, is a company from Finland. That wasn't a dream. That was Nokia. So what happened when the king fell? For a time, Nokia wasn't just a phone company. It was mobile communication. Their story isn't just a fascinating corporate history. It's a masterclass in market dominance. And a cautionary tale of how even the mightiest can crumble. Today, we're diving deep into Nokia's epic rise and tragic fall, uncovering crucial, hard-hitting business and innovation lessons that every entrepreneur, student, and tech enthusiast needs to hear. Before they became phone royalty, Nokia was a sprawling industrial conglomerate. Founded in 1865, they dabbled in everything from rubber tires and paper products to electronics. But by the late 20th century, they found their true calling, telecommunications. Nokia didn't just join the mobile revolution, they led it. From the bulky Mobira Talkman to the first mass-produced GSM phone, the Nokia Yao Ling Yao Yao. They innovated relentlessly. Their phones were legendary for their build quality, battery life, and intuitive interfaces. The Nokia 3310 became synonymous with indestructibility, a cultural icon. By 2007, Nokia commanded over 40% of the global mobile phone market. They were the undisputed champions, pioneers of mobile gaming, early smartphone concepts with the UN series, and the very idea of ubiquitous global connectivity. They built an empire. Then, in January 2007, Steve Jobs stood on a stage and introduced something revolutionary, the iPhone. It wasn't just a phone, it was a pocket computer, an internet device, a media player, all controlled by a beautiful, intuitive touchscreen. How did Nokia, the innovation leader, react? With a shrug, their then CEO dismissed it as a niche product. Internally, many believed their UN series smartphones, running the Symbian OS, were superior. They had GPS, more powerful cameras, and physical buttons, everything a real smartphone needed. But they missed the fundamental shift. The iPhone wasn't about features. It was about the experience. They saw a competitor. The market saw a paradigm shift. Nokia was looking in the rearview mirror, optimizing for the past while Apple was building the future. The iPhone moment exposed deep-seated issues within Nokia. Their biggest strategic mistake? The operating system. They clung to Symbian, a dated, complex OS designed for a bygone era of feature phones, not modern touch interfaces. Instead of a decisive pivot, Nokia fragmented its efforts, dabbling in other experimental Linux-based operating systems like Maemo and MeeGo. This created internal competition, confused developers, and slowed innovation to a crawl. The legendary Nokia bureaucracy made rapid decision-making impossible. There was also a powerful "not invented here" syndrome. In 2011, in a desperate attempt to regain relevance, Nokia made a momentous decision. They partnered with Microsoft. Abandoning Symbian, for Windows Phone. It was a calculated risk. A burning platform choice, as CEO Stephen Elop famously put it. On paper, it seemed plausible to giants combining forces to take on Apple and Google. Nokia brought hardware design prowess. Microsoft brought an operating system and deep pockets. But it was too little, too late. The app gap was enormous. Consumer adoption was slow. And the ecosystem simply never gained traction against the juggernauts of iOS and Android. By 2013, Microsoft acquired Nokia's Devices and Services division. The king was officially dethroned. The empire had fallen. Nokia's story is a textbook example of how even dominant market leaders can fail. What can we learn? First, market foresight and adaptability. Nokia underestimated the iPhone and failed too. Recognize the shift from hardware features to software, experience, and ecosystem. You must constantly scan the horizon. Be willing to disrupt your own successful models and adapt before you're forced to. Second, platform strategy is king. In the modern tech landscape, it's not just about your product, but the ecosystem around it. Nokia's failure to build a compelling developer platform and app store was fatal. Don't just build a product, build an entire world that thrives around it. Third, leadership and culture matter most. Complacency, internal politics, and a not invented here mentality can cripple even the most innovative companies. Strong, visionary leadership that fosters agility, humility, and a willingness to embrace change is paramount. Fourth, customer focus, not feature focus. Nokia was obsessed with technical specifications. Apple was obsessed with user experience. Always remember, customers buy solutions and experiences, not just lists of features. But Nokia's story isn't entirely one of tragedy. While their mobile phone division was sold, the core company survived and reinvented itself. Today, Nokia is a global leader in network infrastructure, 5G technology, and licensing its brand for new devices. They adapted, albeit painfully, and found new avenues for innovation, proving that even after a monumental fall, resurrection is possible in new forms. The fall of Nokia serves as a powerful reminder. In the relentless world of business and innovation, yesterday's success is no guarantee of tomorrow's survival. Market dominance is fleeting, and the only constant is change. Companies must be eternally vigilant, willing to question their deepest assumptions, and bold enough to reinvent themselves, or risk becoming just another fascinating chapter in history. What's your biggest takeaway from Nokia's incredible? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this deep dive insightful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more explorations into the fascinating world of business and innovation.